The day is Tuesday, the 28th of October, 2025. Today's New York Times crossword is by Adrianne Baik, and it's edited, as always, by Shortz. Let's get started. Okay, 6 years for a US senator. That would be their term. Each senator gets 6 years on a rotating 3-year basis. Tea brand once owned by Starbucks, I'm not sure. Some sort of jelly as a popular boba tea topping. Could it be aloe? Aloe jelly? For some reason that comes to mind. Yes, kind of school for grades 1 to 6 would be elementary. So we're looking at an abbreviation here, LM. Let's see, build your own breakfast spot. I think that would be an omelette bar. Yes, I'm always unsure of how omelette is spelled. This way seems to fit. A bit of spa attire. So when you're at the spa, generally you'd wear a robe, bathrobe. Little guys in striped coats. I would think zebra something. I'm not sure exactly what would be after that, but zebra makes sense. And then I suppose Tarzo would be that tea brand. Let's see. Magician of Arthurian legend would be Merlin. 21 across. Money set aside for old age. So I think there's something called an IRA that, again, is one of those things I mainly only know because of the crossword. Make fizzy then would be aerate. What's 14 down? It may be in the low 90s. See, they want us to think temperature, but I'm not sure that it is. I'll come back to that. Sort who's too good for everyone else. That would be a snob. It's a very snobbish attitude. A portable speaker. A portable speaker. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that could mean. The question mark suggests it obviously does not mean like a Bluetooth speaker. It's something else. I'm not quite sure. Something a date. So it could be it's a date. Simple as that. Fashionably old-fashioned could be retro. Cuba and Puerto Rico. These are both islands, and Cuba y Puerto Rico suggests that it should be in Spanish. So I think it would be islas. Oh, I think that's how it's spelled in Spanish. The beginning then would be the onset. Zebra. Zebra colts, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. Huh. I might leave. No, actually, I think it is cults, and the reason for that is because I'm looking at these shaded squares here, and we have what looks like a bracelet. So I'll leave that for now. So there must be a theme involving, well, something to do with bracelets. I'm still not sure though about the low 90s, especially beginning with OCTA, octa. Could it be octane? Oh, we're talking about fuel. Yes, high octane. Well, high or low octane, I suppose. But generally, low 90s is the range. All right, great. Leftover piece. Not sure. Oh, this could be a remnant. A remnant would be a leftover. A diplomat would be very skilled in tact. Margaret. I want to say Cho. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm fairly sure there is a comedian whose name is Margaret Cho. And then Vietnamese soup would be pho, or PHO. A vessel with a spout would be a teapot. The 2% in 2% milk is fat. Santa, I want to say Ana, California. I'm aware of the Santa Ana winds. I'm not sure that it is a physical location, but it might well be. Ian McKellen plays Gandalf in the Lord of the Rings films. A child's living room hideaway. Could be a sofa fort. You can build a fort out of the cushions of the sofa. Brief. Short, perhaps. Could just be short. And then a tattoo artist would be an inker, someone who is applying ink. Super silly sort could be a wacko, potentially. What have we got here for 9 across? Is behind. Owes. You owe money, you're behind on your payments. Thin air could be ether then. And we have choker showing up in the highlighted cells. So we have bracelet over here, choker over here. So I'm starting to notice some sort of theme emerging. Orbit would be a path. Like some sandwiches. Like some sandwiches. Oh, open face sandwiches. Yeah, that makes sense. Hook or Cook. These are captains. There's Captain Hook from Peter Pan and Captain Cook from, well, history. Calculus prerequisite trigonometry would be helpful, I suppose, before you get into calculus. Style of a room. Decor, I suppose. Yes, the decor of a room. Not safe for work stuff. PORN, I expect. And the singer Grande, Ariana Grande, they're referring to, who is known by her fans as Ari. The smoothie superfruit would be acai. And we've got ring forming here, so I'm feeling pretty confident about that section. And here I'm guessing it would be hoop, actually. Hoop earrings, for example. Plea before an impulsive act would be stop. Perhaps stop it? No, that doesn't quite work because this is a D. Let's see. Person who's in the red could be a debtor. Someone who's in debt. Stop me? Oh, right. You're being impulsive and you'd like someone to stop you. That was clumsy of me. It's simply oops. Melodramatic crying would be sobbing. John, who wrote The Pilgrim's Progress. Nothing comes to mind. I'm not aware of that title. AC measure would be the measure of, I think, energy usage or consumption of a air conditioning unit, which is BTU. I forget exactly what BTU stands for, but that's usually the unit of measure there. Hanging over a baby's crib. MOB. No, I'm not sure. John, still not sure about that one. With dexterity could be deft. If you're being deft, it's kind of nimble. Russian denial. Oh, okay, maybe it's not deft because Russian denial would be niet. That's no in Russian. Opposite of entrance then is exit. German-based international supermarket chain. I think that's Aldi. An ore deposit would be a load. With dexterity could just be ably then. As you're quite able, you can do it quickly, I suppose. Reason why. Reason why. Not sure. What about this one? Personal treasure chest, or what each of the 5 groups of shaded letters illustrates. Jewelry box, I suppose. Yes. So we have jewelry, ring, hoop, bracelet, choker in boxes. Great. Goodness, still not sure about this. John might be a name. Oh, is it John Bunyan? Is that for some reason that name has popped into my head, but I'm not 100% sure. Hanging over a baby's crib. Mobile? That doesn't quite make sense to me. I'll come back to that. Informal shirts would be tees, t-shirts. General Tso, I think. General Tso's shrimp. I think that's something you can get at a Chinese restaurant. A hot tub nozzle would be a jet. Businesswoman louder. Oh, Estee Lauder. Yes, that makes sense. Managed. I saw to that. I managed it. Any something is good something would be any press is good press. Reason why is rationale. So mobile, hanging over a baby's crib. Not what I expected. Could mean something that I'm not familiar with. Good name for a chef, I think would be stew, as in like a stew. Plop yourself down would be sit. Very cold and wet would be icy. Atom of the OC, I'm not really sure. Beverage containers for people on the move. Keep cup, perhaps. Keep cups. Not 100% sold on that because certain steak, I can't imagine a cut of steak that begins with K. Yeah, could it be T-bone, I wonder? And then the Twilight Vampire Cullen. See, I thought his name was Edward Cullen. So is it Eddie? Eddie Cullen? That doesn't seem quite right. I'll come back to that. Tandoori baked bread would be naan. Give extreme effort. Not sure. 8 in Spain is ocho. Adam of the OC. Still not sure. But if it's jewelry, I think it's brooch. So B-R-A. Oh, is that right? B-R. How do these work? So it's B-R-A-C-E-L-E-T. That's not how you spell. Oh, brooch. Not brooch. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. So maybe it's Adam Brody? Could be. Give extreme effort. Go ham. Yeah, that makes sense. Go ham is a phrase that people use. I might not be sure what this beverage container is, though. Deep sea predators are orcas. That makes sense. Maybe there's an Esme Cullen that I simply didn't know about. To go cups. Right. It was like Togo cups. No. To go. A cup to go from the cafe. Get me out of here. So so done. I'm so done. I'm so done. All right. Word before chance or pickings. Slim chance, slim pickings. Longer than midi would be a maxi, I suppose. Mini, midi, maxi. Something Max, singer with the 2018 hit Sweet But Psycho. I have no idea. Performs like Playboy Carti. He is a rapper, so rap. Alternative cut to a bob would be a pixie cut. The dark side is evil. All right. Tuesday, done. How did I do? 10 minutes and 17 seconds. Yeah, so we had a jewelry box being the theme. We had a brooch over here, a hoop, a ring, a choker, and a bracelet. And that is Tuesday, the 28th of October, 2025.